Go ahead.
Start over?
Start over. Time's yours.
So na bese men de shine kaso chuba na kaso am gisin do de video bashing ma miskusai ganin do jiba. Mino nunga ma bi jan ja ganon na go chimina be ma de siwatin de shina be benaning minan da benuchi minaning. Gino ma bi apene men do na go chui do ko ya. Oh me nick. Me gutch. My name is Darrell Seki, Senior Chairman of Red Lake Nation. Good afternoon, Chairwoman McCollum, and all our friends on the table. I'm here today to talk about 5 appropriation requests, along with other requests described in my written testimony. Funding these requests would help improve the lives of Red Lake's 12,000 plus members and the well-being of our 840,000-acre reservation in the remote northern Minnesota. First, we support advance appropriations for BIA and IHS funding. The government shutdown created cash flow crisis for Red Lake. While we decided not to lay off program staff, we had to suspend construction work on 2 fire halls, a dialysis treatment center, and an opiate treatment center. Reopening the government did not fix our cash flow crisis because it seems the federal bureaucracy has taken an awful long time to release our funds. Moreover, our analysis, the final F-2019 numbers accepted the Senate funding levels, not the House passed levels. That meant $26.5 million less for the BIA, $99 million less for IHS from what the House approved last July. So the government shutdown also caused a real loss in much-needed funding because the regular appropriations process was upended. Please take this in account as you consider the FY 2020 Interior request. Second, we request that you restore all funding cuts President Trump proposes for FY 2020, just like you did for his FY 2019 budget cuts. Last March, Interior Associate Deputy Secretary Chip Kaysen and then Deputy Secretary David Bernhardt attended the Tribal Interior Budget Council meeting here in D.C. I questioned both of them about the massive FY 2019 cut they requested for BIA, and I asked why BIA was being cut the most, $200 million more in fact than the National Park Service. Mr. Kaysen responded by saying that some national parks have issues with flushing toilets, leaking roofs, and running water. Tribal leaders quickly pointed out to Mr. Kaysen that many tribal homes lack flushing toilets, running water, and much worse, even a lack of electricity and heat, threatening the lives of our children. If President Trump once again seeks to fix bathrooms in parks instead of Indian homes, we will once again have to ask you to fix that bankrupt proposal. Third, we request that you fully fund, make permanent, and expand BIA's Tiwahi recidivism reduction initiatives. Tiwahi addresses many vital needs in our community. It has helped strengthen our youth suicide prevention efforts. I'm happy to report we had 0 youth suicides last year, a huge improvement from our high suicide rates in the previous years. Tiwahi has made it possible for our Children's Healing Center to implement a 24/7 youth residential treatment program for rehabilitative mental health and substance abuse services. Tiwahi also helps combat tribal member unemployment rates by providing classes, training, and workforce development program to meet the welding and certified nursing assistant workforce shortages in our region. Fourth, we request additional $20 million in FY 2020 for tribal law enforcement operations in the field. Red Lake law enforcement has waged a war on drugs. Last year, we seized over 27,904 grams of heroin and other drugs valued at over $1 million. We executed 54 search warrants and made 355 drug-related arrests. We are holding drug dealers accountable, and our crime rates are going down. But we need more resources if we are to succeed in stopping the tidal wave of drug crime. Fifth, we ask that you direct the BIA to expedite its approval and funding of lease agreements for our government buildings, that you expressly add funds for BIA leases with tribes under 25 U.S.C. 5324. Red Lake has borrowed millions of dollars to replace the BIA's dilapidated fire halls and law enforcement center that the BIA condemned but would not replace. BIA should at least pay a fair, equitable lease cost to us by requiring the BIA to quickly and full fund our proposed new lease agreements. We'll be able to pay off debt we took on to build and maintain buildings the BIA failed to replace. In my hand, I have the Red Lake Treaty agreements outlining the federal government's trust responsibility to the tribe. Means you must continue to enforce these agreements because they're very binding. And it's the United States government that should take care of what they agreed upon to the tribes. Chimigwech, for allowing me to request your support for some of our most immediate needs at Red Lake as you enact our FY 2020 appropriations that directly impact my constituents. And I want to say Chimigwech to the table here.